Oh my gosh. So I'm not gonna be on long. I'm gonna do maybe probably like a quick, like 30 minutes, maybe an hour at tops, at tops. So at the last minute, y'all know that I was live on TikTok, and I was at the grocery store. I was trying to get some last little minute things to fix. So decided to I decided to fix me a some baked what was it, like a uh what you call it, sort of like a little baked lasagna or whatever. But then I had wound up having too much ground beef, so then I used the last of it, what ain't burnt up, because at the last minute I wind up going to it was two games tonight. I don't know how. I do not know how I didn't let the media departments of the Falcons and the Hawks know. I think I've just been so focused on school that I didn't even just. I mean, I knew that it was, that it was. I knew that it was. That it's the season has started, but it was just like, oh my gosh, the season started, but it's school, and with school, it's just my, attention has been focused there, and yeah, just so distracted. Or I shouldn't call school a distraction, because it's certainly not that, but it you know it it sometimes takes your mind off of the focus of doing this. So, greetings, everyone. Please, as you come in, please click the like button. Please click. Please click like as you come in. As you come in, please click the like button. So, anyway, well, the Falcons won. I'm totally out of breath. The Falcons won. It wound up being a good Monday night. All right, the Falcons won. I don't even know what the Hawks wound up doing, but the Falcons won. Can we say that again and again? Greetings, Barbara. Greetings, Rita. Greetings, Sherman. Who else is in? Adrian. Greetings, greetings, greetings. So I'm just gonna be real quick. Mm. I love these. Oh, those things are good. I love those. I know Ty said that he liked them too. I um love them. So anyway, while I'm at the game, at the last minute, I wound up going to the game. Um, okay, let me make add as moderator. Confirm. All right. Okay, so we're not gonna tarry long. I'm just gonna do um just try to do a quick hour. So anyway, I really was not planning, to be honest with you. I was not really planning on coming on tonight because, Sundays are kind of long days. And so I was just really after Saturday night, and after Saturday night's long show, hanging out with Ty and Reese. And shoot, I was up all night, and then Ty was asleep. I'm up getting dressed in that church, and that church all just about all day. So, and then Reese is on the other side of the world in Germany or wherever he was. So I was like, oh my God. And then, then had to get up early today. So I was planning on I was going to get just, not do a show. Hey, Ty, I didn't see you creep in. You slipped on in here in the back. What's up, man? So, Mother herself, greetings, Nicole, greetings. You all, thank y'all for coming in. So anyway, so I wasn't. But while at the game, I started getting these texts and I started getting like little video clips where there was members of my street committee that was at the Twinkie recording that was live in Jackson, Mississippi. Now, not sure, why, and maybe she felt like the crowd would be really good there, or what have you, for her to do the recording and at Jackson or whatever. But anyway, and it's early, so I still have not, and probably shouldn't really talk about it that much, but I already ran off at my mouth a little bit. So anyway, now I don't know if it's a thing. So y'all don't make it a thing, because I'm not saying that it's a thing. But anyway, some of the members of my Obnoxious Street Committee that went to Jackson specifically for the recording and wanted to, always, because I think it was a gap. What, the sisters were broke up for probably a decade, right? Weren't they broke up? They were broke up for a long time. They were broke up. They stopped singing together for a number of years. I want to say that it was close to 10 years. I want to say that it was close to 10 years. Ty probably can help me a little bit better, but I want to say that it was close to maybe about a decade. And then they didn't come back together, and they did that recording in Houston at AIM, the final year that Bishop Shear was the AIM chairman. So anyway, so how do you say this? So they have reconnected as the sisters again, but they all have their solo kind of careers simultaneously to the Clark sisters' career or whatever. So I guess as we're understanding it, or as I'm quickly trying to decipher it, something happened, but baby sister, in the person of Karen Clark Sheard, was not present tonight. And so what I got, some of the things that I got from some of the members of my street committee that was there, is that they were very disappointed, because I don't know, and like I said, I got to get all of the particulars and details and parameters surrounding it, but I don't know if Twinkie rearranged some of the older pieces. I'm getting kind of like mixed stuff, but I was so excited I was at the game that I wasn't really focusing on it. I wasn't really paying attention, so I probably shouldn't really be running off at my mouth about it, but because I do what I do, I can't hold my peace. So anyway, it seems that it was some kind of discrepancy, and I don't know if Twinkie was exactly doing a reprise or a rearrangement of some of the sisters' old material. And then it kept, they said something about like the Clark's second generation or something. So I don't know if it was something where she was trying to get get the nieces to come together and sort of do a reprise or something like that, because somebody said something about that I guess Jackie's daughter or something was there or sang, and they didn't have any of Denise's daughters and stuff. So it was just like bam, 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 bam. All of a sudden I just started getting flooded with probably about 15, 20 different text messages with people that were, not, that was kind of upset. Now, I know when I had my PR firm, I know a lot of times when you do stuff, when you do events in secondary markets, like, places like Dothan, Alabama, and, Jackson, Mississippi, places that don't get uh stuff all the time, and then something like that comes, it's normally a big hit because it normally sells out because it's not a big metropolis like um uh I don't know if Denise has all sons or not. I don't know. I do not know. I'm not a Clarkie like that. I'm not a Clarkite. I know a lot of y'all guys, y'all are Clarkites. Y'all can probably give their names, their full names, their middle names, their birthdays, and all that. No, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I don't know. How many straight men can recite the lyrics to a Clark sister song? I'm just saying. Well, y'all, so don't be trying to come for me because I don't know. And if you didn't mean it like that, I ain't saying that you did. But whatever it was, it did not seem like it went down as planned. And she wasn't there. And so it's been like a thing. I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, like people have, I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings about it, because it's sort of like, do you come? Do you not come? I remember it was the same thing about Karen being the first lady of the church. And last convocation, it was, they were wondering, and people was putting out, oh, will the first lady be there? Uh, Kirk Franklin is advertising dates because they were on the Kirk Franklin tour. So I don't know. I do not know the full thing. I just would think if your sister was, I guess what Twinkie is, what, 70? Is Twinkie like, she's what, 70 now? Or at least? Because I mean they're kind of getting up there, right? I mean, the presiding bishop is 66, so Karen's got to be 60, and she's the baby. So yeah, they kind of getting up there. I mean, anybody in the chat that can help me, y'all feel free to help me if y'all, especially if y'all are Clarkites. But I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to think, with you, I would try to be there for my sister. Okay, so Twinkie is 70. Okay, so Twinkie is 70 and visibly has some maladies, right? You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't even visually look like she used to. So, and y'all don't, because I know we got to go to convocation. So don't make this messy. Don't make this like I'm, like, because I'm not saying, look, let me put this on full disclosure. I am not speaking against the First Lady of the church. I'm not speaking against the presiding bishop. I'm not speaking against the Clark sisters in no kind of fashion. I am just doing what bloggers do. And we commentate and we report on information. That's all. Okay, so they're saying that Karen is 64. Okay. So that makes sense. She's 2 years younger than her husband. She's 2 years his junior. Okay, so that makes sense. So, okay, so come and say, come and sign, come mountain top. Come and say, come and sign the mountain top. Come and say. Okay, so let me put up the ways to give. Amen. Did I get so excited that I forgot that? All right, the ways to give is up. You can do a Cash App, a Zelle, a PayPal, or a Venmo. Those of you are over on Instagram, y'all can give over there too. Please, ma'am, please, sir. So anyway, I'ma just say, if Twinkie is 70, the number of recordings she has ahead of her are far less than the number that she has behind her. So you would just kind of think, or make an extra special effort to be there. Now, this is what I was saying to one of the informants that I was talking to. I was like, well, I was trying to get what we were trying to do, and what I was trying to do. Does anybody know where Karen was tonight? Because we know she wasn't in Jackson. So where was she? Now, I've known in the past, but that was during the time that they were kind of broke up. I've known for the sisters to be in the city at the same time and at two different shows. Now that's happened a couple of times, like right in Atlanta. But I'm just saying, I don't know where she was. I don't know if she was with her husband on official church business and like being, in official capacity as the first lady of the church. Does anybody know where Karen was tonight? Where did she perform tonight? Now, I'm told that Jackie and Dorinda were there. Okay, October 12th, they were in Greensboro, North Carolina. Now, that was Saturday night, right? That was Saturday night. Because they went live on social media, I think, after that show, and they was talking about how Greensboro came out. So the next date, somebody on Instagram is saying that the next date is not until October the 28th. Oh, wow. You saying Greensboro was last night? Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. So, did the Clark sisters miss Tweakie's recording altogether? Is that what y'all about to say to me? I thought it was just Karen. Are y'all saying that the Clark sisters missed it altogether, or was it just Karen that missed it? Cause now wait a minute, that's the hearts of a whole different color right there. Okay, y'all, everybody start getting on their devices, please. But please, Ty, where is Ty at? Ty, let's get on. Okay, wait a minute. What is Ty saying? Denise has 7 okay. Oh, Denise has 7. Okay, so you are right, sir. Over on Instagram, Denise has all boys. All boys, and they all got different daddies, right? She has 7 kids, 7 boys by 7 different men. How many baby daddies does she have? But that ain't even important no more. Okay. Okay, they had, oh, wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So maybe it's because I was at the game and I didn't got this. Maybe I'm the one that's tripping and got this totally messed up. So are you saying that Twinkie was in Jackson doing her recording by herself and none of her sisters came? Is that what y'all? I know that's not what y'all getting ready to tell me. I know that. Wait a minute. I know. I know. I know my Redeemer liveth. Her Job when he said it. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know. Through many dangerous toys and snares, I have already come. Okay, Dorinda posted Karen, Jackie, and herself last night. Okay, last night, but I'm talking about tonight. I'm talking about Monday night. This just happened Monday night in Jackson, Mississippi. Twinkie did her live recording at Jackson State. Okay, wait a minute, y'all. Hey, Tim Bray. Wait a minute, Saints. Hold up. Okay, wait a minute. What is this person saying? They sent a video live from the concert that was played at the recording in I'm a guess. I'm a guess. So it wasn't. Wait a minute, y'all. So y'all saying that it wasn't those good? No, 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 no. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to accept. I refuse to accept that none of the sisters were there for Twinkie, the legendary. Wait a minute, let me call Rashad. Wait a minute. Wait, I can't wait. Now, this is something. Wait a minute here. This is something very different to talk about. They sent a video to their sister. No, 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 no. They did not. No, that did not happen. That did not. That did not. No, I refuse to believe it. I They did not let her go out there by herself. Yes, I got the pictures of Donald Lawrence. I got the pictures of Kim Burrell. Oh my God. She kept all her kids. Who kept all their kids? What you mean? Let me see here. Let me see. I just don't want to believe. I just don't want to believe. I just don't want to believe that. Are y'all really serious? Are y'all serious right now? Like I'm in utter shock for real. Okay, Glenn. Glenn Ford says, "Yep," and singing the same lineup of songs. Oh no. Twinkie recorded on Saturday, October the 11th. Okay. Okay, so she didn't record tonight. Her recording wasn't tonight. I'm totally confused now. Okay, so y'all saying that, oh my God. Now I would have felt better if it had just been one sister. Y'all, they couldn't have rebooked that. Okay, so it says somebody doesn't have the facts. Okay. All right. Let's okay, if we don't have the correct facts, let's hash it out. So the recording wasn't tonight, the recording was Saturday night. And not only was it not Karen that didn't show up, so now you're saying none of the Clark sisters showed up because while Twinkie was in Jackson, Mississippi, recording her album, um, the sisters had a show in Greensboro on the same night, same date, same time. So that's why. So is that why I'm getting all these texts? Okay, Antonio says, okay, Antonio Bailey. Okay, now Nisa says, I am on Karen's IG and she did a video thanking Greensboro in Detroit. Okay, Deacon, two of the sisters were there. Okay. All right. So now y'all saying that we got the facts mixed up. So what was the actual night of Tweaky's recording? What night did Tweaky's recording go down? Let, let's 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 get that correct. Okay, let me look at the flyer. Okay, so let me look at this flyer. Heebie-jeebies. Okay, so let me go over here on my Instagram. Because y'all sent it to me. Okay, so Twinkie's live recording Jackson State. All right, now that's the backdrop. Okay, so now this is the backdrop from the actual concert or from the actual recording. I'm not saying who has a copy of the flyer of the actual recording. Let's deal with this. I'm gonna deal with this for about another 30 minutes, and then I'm going to bed. All right. Greetings. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so y'all, yes, Smash Marquis Show. Hey, where have you been? Okay, someone said, all right. Wow. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Why are you saying go on her page? It would just like you type go on her page over here. You could have just said whatever date it was. Do you want to be blocked? What are you trying to be funny? I ain't in no mood for no foolishness on tonight. So don't just keep it nice. Let's be clear. Okay, so Timbre says, um, Timbre says, okay, no, don't try to give clarity now. Don't try, just be quiet. Don't try to give clarity now. You done already pissed me off. You already know. You already know. You already know that it don't take much for me. They already called me Cruella DeVille. So it don't take much. Okay, so Timbre, so the show and the recording was the same night, which is the 12th, which was Saturday. Oh wow. Oh, I really feel bad now. Like I was just thinking that um I was thinking it was just like one. Okay, let me see. What is my babe saying? Let me see. What is my I I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if um okay, I'll say this. For me and my family, which may not always be the closest. Right. Um I just okay, I'll just say it like this. I'll just say it like this. Even in times, I'll um without divulging too much of our family business. Okay, so there's been times that the relationships with within my personal family have been strained. But for the most part, if something significant is happening, we show up for each other. And I'll just say your 70-year-old sister doing that has health challenges, kind of physical challenges, being there for her recording, that's kind of monumental, you all. That's just kind of that's kind of significant. And I kind of get why now, members of my street committee were blowing me up, because if in fact they were not there and their big sister who wrote, a good portion of their major hits that made them, the legends that they are. That's kind of bad. That's kind of that's kind of rough. That's kind of rough. And I'll say it from this standpoint. I'll just say it like this, because you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of times we tell people, "Oh, okay, it's okay." You'll tell them, "Oh, it's okay, if you can't come, or if you can't be there, or what have you." No, it's not okay. Now, I got something that I'm planning, trying to work on and make happen and have coming up. I already know Elder Ware can't be there. I already know, but he has had a long time annual commitment. So, and it's not like just can't be there, or where it's a thing where, oh, I just can't afford it, or oh, I just can't come, or something like that. I can, so I can get that. But if we can reschedule a gig, I mean, I don't know. This is your big sister. This is, this is your big sister. I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of a rough one to me. That's kind of a rough one. I'm not so sure. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's okay. So they're saying over on Instagram, in the chat over on Instagram, that maybe they had an understanding, because see, then this brings up the whole idea of communication. Do I tell you that I've told people, I've told people I've told people that, hey, I don't do stuff all the time, but if I do something and you mean something to me, or that you're special to me, or I consider us to be friends, and what have you, and see, I totally understood Pastor Angelique Simmons' sermon when she said that to know the difference between a friend, a an acquaintance, and somebody that you are, that you, what was the three words she said? Friends, acquaintance, and it was like another word for somebody that you have something in common with. But it was a friend, an acquaintance, and it wasn't someone that you're familiar with. Um, it's like a friend. She said it was a friend and acquaintance. I got to go back and watch my live, but it's three of them. She said, oh, an associate. Thank you. A friend, an acquaintance, and associate. I knew it was another A word. Thank you so very much. So yeah, and that is a difference. Oh, thank you for the super chat. If everyone can follow suit, we got a $4.99 super chat from CJ. Says, I don't see the I Okay, wait a minute. It's in green. Let me see if I can highlight it so I can see it better. Okay, we got a super chat. It says, I don't see the sisters not attending as a bad thing. For what I hear, Twinkie's recording was amazing. She okay. She dims her light when they're all together. Oh wow. Does she? Oh wow. Okay, so CJ says, thank you for the super chat. So CJ says that he doesn't necessarily see it as a bad thing. And that she seems to come down or downplay herself when they're all collectively together. I never thought about that. That's an interesting perspective. I never even thought about it like that, or realized that may be the case. I find that quite interesting. Did they have a yes, they had a previous commitment and they were in Greensboro. So, wow. I don't know. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I think that it's sometimes in certain things that you want to be there, for, especially when it's kind of significant. Um, and I get that she has. See, that's a part of that's part of it for me, as to why we kind of go the extra mile to be there, because now that the sisters are traveling and doing shows together again, we all know that Twinkie's body and her health will not allow her, or did not allow her, to kind of hit the road and travel, as much as the others. And so that kind of means, that kind of makes it an extra special effort, because you already know that your sister can't go all the time. And so I don't know. I, yay, uh, I don't know you all. I'm kind of on the fence about that. I could see maybe one of them not being there, but the whole crew not being there, that's a lot. That's that's a lot. That's a lot. Um and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And so that's what we're getting, is that that they're disappointed, and um that's why they were so disappointed. So I don't know. I don't know. I would kind of I would want I would want my folks to be there. I'm just gonna tell you. But now I'm the kind of person where I am going to verbalize it. I'm going to articulate it to you. If I love you, I call you friend. I call, you know, um this something special, something meaningful to me, something significant to me. I want you to be there. Just like y'all, for when I do my show. It's some of you all that are in here that come, and that are on a nightly basis. Like, I'm gonna feel some kind of way if Ben doesn't come. I'm gonna feel some kind of way. I mean, let me just be honest. I mean, I understand that, that he grown, got a life, got family, got, obligations or whatever. I'm gonna feel some kind of way. Tim Bray don't come. I'm gonna feel some kind of way. I'm just being honest. It's certain people. It's like people that, it's sort of like how, and I didn't get it at first. I didn't get it at first. When uh when we all came into fellowship, and like when me and Larry reconciled and became friends again and what have you. I wasn't really getting when he was saying, really work and build your community, and build your, and what have you. So you build that. So then you have, it's like, in the Bible it says Ezekiel saw the wheel. The big wheel moved by faith, the little wheel moved by the grace of God. You saw the wheel in the middle of the wheel. So it's almost like, okay, you got your circle, or you got your people that, yeah, they're subscribers, or they're people that, they come in, they come in from time to time, or whatever, and come in, go out, come in, go out, or what have you. And then you have people that are consistent, and people that you develop a rapport. Hey, is that Sam? Hey, Sam, how are you? That you develop a rapport with. And so when you develop a rapport with them, and then if you do something, and especially if you are a person that doesn't do something all often, or all of the time. So it's not a lot of time to make it up. It's not a lot of time to, to have a second chance, to do it over again. And so it is significant. It is a milestone. And it's certain things that, even, like within your family, it's certain stuff that you don't get over. Somebody don't come to your graduation. That's significant. I'm not gonna graduate from high school again. That is never gonna happen again. Now I'll have other graduations and other commencements and other, I could possibly get other degrees. That's not gonna happen again. It's certain things that are repetitive, and then there's certain things that is not going. That significant moment in that loved one, in that family member's life, is not going to be duplicated. So you want to do your best to extend yourself and go out of yourself to the nth possible degree, until it's something that is so far. Selena, am I talking right? I'm just saying, it's certain things. Twinkie is never going to be 70 years old and never going to do a live recording. Uh, Probably. Well, she may do another live recording, but she won't do that live recording ever again. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the lady, now if she was if she was 55, God, like God, God willing and God blessing, the creek don't rise, or however y'all say it. But young people pass away. So I'm just saying. So I think that the learning lesson for us is that, as best as you can, with your family members, your children, and what have you, that you do your best. You go out of your way, and you turn over heaven and hell, and do whatever it is that you got to do to be there for their graduation, to be there for, I was okay. Let me give you an example, or someone as iconic as Diana Ross, to do interviews and say that she did her shows, and she's a mother of 5, and she scheduled her shows and her career around being to the best of her ability to be at home to tuck her kids in the bed at night. Like, and you Diana Ross, like, I mean, now come on. If a person see and see, then a lot of times what happens is at one, okay, one, you try to make it where you don't make the person have a guilt trip, or you try not to make them feel bad. And I understand that. I totally do. I totally get that. But you also and then the other thing about it is, a lot of times you don't want to let people know that you're vulnerable, or you don't want to let people know that something hurts you, or that is insignificant. Because let me tell you, when you let it go once, then it's like, oh, it's not a big deal. And then they do it again. I can tell you the family members that wasn't, when I walked across, when they called my name and I walked across that stage at Morehouse, I can tell you what family members were there. And those people that were there, and those people that momentous occasion in my life, that monumental moment, mm-mm, mm-mm. It would no, it is. I don't want to hear, oh, I can't make it. Oh, I'm sorry. Mm-mm. Because you know what, you know why I say that, ladies and gentlemen, because you do what you want to do. You make happen what you ain't got no money. Okay? You ain't got no money. You ain't got no money. I want to see some top hats and bow ties. Let your son or daughter get pulled over tonight and go to jail, and see if you don't turn over heaven and hell to get that bail money to get them out. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you try to. You do what you want to do. And things that is really important to you, and things that are really significant, and people that you really love, you're going to show up for them. You're going to show up for them. You're going to turn over heaven. Selena loved her baby. I prophesied and spoke, and I know God is going to make it good. She gonna show up. She gonna do everything in a mother's power that's humanly possible. People that we love and people that are important to us, we show up for. We show up for. And y'all, and see, the thing about it is, see, this is where I'm gonna tell y'all. Can I say it like I feel it? Can I say it like I feel it? See, this is where the problem with us fronting and talking all this Christian stuff, and that we save, and that it's ministry, and that it's God. This is where all of this comes up, and it comes back and it bites us. Because family is supposed to be your first, is supposed to be what? Your first ministry. You know what I'm saying? See, like how you running around, saving the world, and your family is on, and your kids is on their way to hell. Oh, y'all don't like this kind of teaching. How you the pastor of a mega church and you got a crackhead as a daughter? I'll wait. What was it that you didn't do? What were you so busy doing the Lord's work and saving everybody else's kids and ministering to everybody else's kids? I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how big of a girl that I know what it means. I know what it means to look out be on a stage in a school play and or be doing something and look out in that audience and see your mama and your daddy's face. To be out in that audience. I'll just say this. This is a very transparent moment. Um I remember my high school graduation and my eldest sister. It was up and down. I can't even exactly remember. Well, I can't remember what was going on, but I dare not share that. But it was some significant things going on in her life as well, and I love her, respect her, all of that, and um and I, your understanding. So it was a possibility that my high school graduation that she wasn't going to come, and I was a valedictorian. And so, I had to give my speech and stuff. And when I was walking up to that stage, my family was over on the left side and people from the church. And I was walking up on that stage to say my speech, and they had called my name. And as I was walking up, I heard my big sister hollering my nickname. My sister had on, I believe it was a black Chanel suit. She was so damn sharp. She's always sharp, but she was so damn sharp in my graduation. I will never forget. She had this double breast black Chanel suit on, and her hair, at that time they were wearing like the flip snatch bag. She had her hair in a snatch bag, and she had this blonde streak, and she had this big oversized Chanel belt that cinched her waist in, and it had that suit had big gold buttons, and it had those bouffant chiffon see-through sleeves, and it had like this peplum skirt, and she had these spike black heels on that the heel was silver, was like a platinum color, but it had a gold stirrup around the toe and a gold stirrup around the back part of the heel, and this tall platinum silver spike heel, and this bad ass clutch bag. I think it was Valentino or something. And she was so damn sharp. And she was there with my niece. And the place was packed. And she was standing there. And she was there for me. And I don't care I will never forget that. I will never forget that. And for you to act, or people to say, when you show up, show up for your sister, show up for your brother, show up for your mama, show up for your daddy. Whatever you got to do, you only got one of them. You only got one, and for those significant times where it's only one to do. If your kids are in sports, please. I don't care what y'all say. They could have sent videotapes. They could have sent $1 million. Looking out in that audience, you show up for your people. And I don't know if I'm talking right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And now if she was performing on somebody else's recording and she was doing a solo or something like that for somebody else, okay, I get that. I remember my sister was there. My sister was there, and my sister was, she gonna always be dressed up. But my sister, and that was in her heyday. You know what I mean? Yeah, she was done all the way up. Just and it was that's she showed up and she did all the time. All right, y'all. I just wanted to spend a quick hour. The ways to give her up. If anyone else would like to give Selena, I have the November 9 coming up. I really want you to be in Memphis. I'm gonna just say I mean, now people, I understand we gonna later release stuff like that where you can do a shout out video or whatever. And I know somebody that's a big fan or whatever that was saying that they can't come, and they asked me where could they do a video tribute, and I was like, yeah, and what have you. But I was like, I've been, and so then she called me. She said, "Well, you haven't released that. You haven't mentioned that." And I was like, I really don't want. I don't like giving you no option. The option is be there. The option is to be there. Yeah. And then we'll talk about that the day, week, few days, or the week of, or something like that. But the option is be there. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm wondering, why did it just now resonate? Maybe the folks are just now getting back from Jackson. Maybe that's what it was. Because I'm trying to figure out if that was Saturday night. Why did I not get why did I get so bombarded with it today versus Sunday, or what have you. And maybe they'll address it, maybe they'll say or what have you. I wish them the best. We love their music. All of us, we have grown up on their music. They are they're certainly legends. And we want to be. I that's the one thing too. Also, that where I like that y'all understand that that we're humans, but we're spiritual beings that are having a human experience. Because now, yeah, because we can go in, and we can be talking about sex and this and that or what have you, but that don't stop that the gift and the calling is on me. And it don't take nothing for me to go into the and start singing. See, no. And so don't get it mistaken. I had somebody try to call me. I was like, wait a minute, are you trying to say, I ain't pastoring yet. I'm not saying that I'm not, but I ain't pastoring right now. So, don't be trying to read. Don't be trying to say, oh, I expect. No, expect what you expecting from me. Expect that from your nappy headed pastor. Yeah. So anyway, but so I thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Selena, oh, God bless Selena. Selena has done $25. $25. If there's anyone else that wants to give or be a blessing, the ways to give are up. The Cash App, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, all of those ways are, and PayPal, all of those ways are available to you, to be able to give. I want to tomorrow. I'm not going to talk about it tonight because it's going to be a long conversation and an in-depth conversation. But tomorrow, and I'm going to try to also have. I'm going to try to tomorrow also have. Um, um, I want to have somebody. I want to have someone. Trying to find somebody that studies eschatology. That is, and if any of you all study eschatology, what is study eschatology? It is the study and understanding of the end time. And so I really want to dissect what started happening in the middle of the night, um, what this means with the ending of the war, and the releasing of the hostages. I really want a lot of you all to, I'll say it like this because I don't want to get into a whole nother show, but I'm gonna tell you, let me say this to you all, and let me make this emphatically clear. Okay, let me make this emphatically clear to you. It is time. Don't if you do not already have a relationship with the invisible, and who or what or how you understand God and the universe to work and to be, it is time. It is absolutely imperative. Everyone, all 200, and I think 18 of you that are on here, that are under the sound of my voice. Oh, Shame. Adarabo Shalalabandi. Oh, if you don't know him, it is time for you to bow down. It is time for you to set a place. Okay? Now, if none of the other stuff, if none of these other things and distractions and confusions and delusions, if none of those have spoken at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, when Trump was stepping off that off of Air Force One in Israel, if you have not bent down and bowed down, heed the warning. It is time now. Bend and bow before you break down. Humble yourself on your own accord. It's gonna take where we are going. where we are rapidly going, you are going to have a relationship. Today, just on today, I got a call from a person. I got a call from somebody, and I'll just be fully transparent. To my understanding, this person, for all intents and purposes, was rich. And they were driving, and just because I don't want to I know a lot of y'all know people and know me or know people that I know, so I don't want it to get out. But anyway, this person was driving a substantial car, and they were driving a very nice car, and they were leaving one major city going to another major city, and they were in between, and they got pulled over by a highway patrol in a smaller rural town, and they were made to get out of their car. And they were hailed, and the people called for backup. They were hailed, and they were made to sit in the back of one of the squad cars. The adjutant that was with him, they put them in a separate car, took him on the other side of the road, made him sit in a separate car. They questioned him. Then they did a reversal. So the two officers that talked to the adjutant on the other side of the road, then they came and they talked to the preacher that was on the original side of the road in the squad car behind the upscale car. And it wasn't until both of the stories collaborated, everything came back squeaky clean on the car. They checked and searched the entire car and all of the bags that was in there. And then they had a significant amount of cash on them, and they had to give an account for it. And they had to give an account for it. And then, and see, it don't matter about, oh, they breaking the law. See, it doesn't. See, when you this color and you a black male, and you are subject to their authority, whether or not what they're doing right at that moment, it don't have to be right. See, that's the part that we can sit and we can, oh, honey, I would have did. No, you would have done what you needed to do so that you could have got home. It's not good, Sam. It wasn't good. It was not good. It was not good. And see, just like what we were saying, and he was saying, I want to get in touch with Crump. Okay, we can get in touch with Ben Crump now, But at that moment, we had to make sure that you was okay. Cause see, when I got the call, I'm starting to call people that, okay, we got to start getting on the road right now, going to wherever this is, because we don't know how this is going to play out. Am I talking right? Thank you, Tambre. That we don't know how this is going to play out. So we got to start. I need 2 or 3 of us to start getting in our cars from north, south, east, and west, wherever you go, because this is an emergency. We're dealing with a senior man of God. Okay? Today was a holiday. Why you got so much cash on you? I've been preaching. You've been preaching. You preaching where? Where you preaching at, boy? See, all of that you having a PhD, all of that didn't matter right then. All of that wasn't important right then. What was important was them dogs did not sit down. The dogs didn't sit down, and they was able to get out of it. And so he kept saying, and he asked him as to what he could remember and what he was telling me. He asked him 3 times about the cash. And so he said, well, sir, today is Columbus Day. And so I have, well, why would you have this amount of money? You and you driving this kind of car, and you black. All you doing is immediately lining up and saying, "Oh, okay, you're a drug dealer." You're making deductions. Are you originally from this country? You light skinned. You a high yellow boy. I mean, demeaning. What all of that. So I'm just saying, with that happened today, and that went on. If you have a significant relationship, this is now is the time. You better start calling on them. To whom and whatever it is that you believe, it is time for you to start calling on it. It is time for you to start, and you know, we have to begin to be careful. We gotta have to let each other know that we're going places. We're gonna have to double up, triple up, and what have you. And we're gonna have to move and conduct and operate differently. And see, it's going to be bad for a lot of us, because a lot of us that don't know history and don't know, and parents have not done a good job with talking and teaching about that era, in that time period in history. It's going to be bad, because you're not going to have a point of reference of how to move and how to conduct yourself and how to be able to come home. I'm gonna tell you, when I be on the road and stuff, like, you know, all this, don't drive at night anymore. Excuse me. I tell my friends and stuff, don't be driving at night. Don't be dripping around and you know, driving around. You know, I mean, like highway driving and stuff like that. Don't be doing that at night. Do that. You better do that in the daytime. And you ain't all that safe in the daytime. All right, y'all. Is there anyone else that want to give? Anyone else? And I felt conviction set in on for me too, because I'm gonna have to make the sacrifice and get and start prayer and prophecy back, because we really need it. And it ain't, and y'all stop judging. Stop judging. Because the people that's gonna have their deliverance and they're gonna have the word in their mouth and the healing and the anointing in their hand that's gonna deliver you, it's not gonna come out of a package that's looking like or what you think it's supposed to look like. It might come out of that chick that got an earring in her nose and tattoos up and down her arms and legs and stuff, like a sleeve that's been through something, that's gotten delivered, and that's got a call in an anointing. And then I'm gonna say this: the gifts and the call is without repentance. So if I got the gift to do and operate, y'all don't like, y'all may not like it. I may just get up off of somebody. A lot of us are sitting in the audience. Look look how many people was blessed and sat in the audience at New Birth. And sometimes he was coming downstairs and just had sex with a young guy, and came down and preached, and thousands that came to Christ. Y'all better shoot. Y'all better get real. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. It's almost an hour and a half. We just wanted to come on about that, y'all. Let's show up for our people. We love the Clarks, and congratulations to Twinkie on her recording and all of that. I think some of the people were really disappointed. They thought that they would have did a number or two together, maybe a remix or remake or something like that, and they were much to their surprise, they were um, disappointed. Okay, let me see what Sam is saying. Maybe I misunderstood. Okay, so Sam. Okay, Sam says, no, I am referring to the comment about 47 saying that he may not go to heaven. Okay. All right. And then, okay, facts. Yeah. That's right, Tambray. We are black and in America. William, if you are not busy on Tuesday night, my bishop is coming down from South Carolina to preach. Oh, okay. He's preaching for Bishop House. Okay. For Bishop Mark House. All right. Inbox me or let me know. I talked to him on Saturday. So yes, but yeah, he was telling me that he was going to be in his convocation this week. And I don't know any of the speakers. But definitely inbox me or email me, inbox me on Instagram or TikTok or something, or email me or what have you. Because Tuesday, that's tomorrow. Are you talking about Tuesday tomorrow? Oh, Jesus. Hey, Wiley. Is there anyone else that thinking not robbery? We got $25 on tonight. Is there anyone else that would like to give? We would certainly love and appreciate your support. I'm gonna jump off of here. I just wanted to come on at the last minute, went to the game, have a great time. Oh, the Falcons won! I probably ain't gonna have no voice tomorrow the way I was hollering. I probably am not. I probably am not. So anyway, so I am out of here. Lamar Jackson. I did, Lamar. I don't know where Denise lives. Yeah, he said that. He said he may not go to heaven. He said that in the Holy Land. He's oh yeah, I heard it. I heard it, and something flew out of my body like an issue of blood. Oh yeah, I heard it. Yes. He said he may not, and you know what? And he's letting us know that he's not even trying. He may or may not even be interested in going. That's what he was telling us. All right, we don't have anyone. Thank y'all for thank you, Selena, for the 25. Thank you for the super chat. Anybody else? I don't feel inclined to keep asking or begging or any of that on tonight. All right. Oh, Tuesday tomorrow. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Father in heaven. Wowie kazowie. All right. Somebody requested to be on the live. Y'all, I'm getting ready to get off. Who sent a request? Miss Smith. Maybe she sent that by accident. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so very much. Everyone, follow me. Try to get till 10 people about me. We want to make sure that we are in a heavy and aggressive campaign. All right, and an aggressive campaign. All right, I want to have at least close to, if not 10,000, at least close to 10,000 members or subscribers by on this channel. I want to double and quadruple my numbers on all platforms. I'm the best and the original and the first, and so I should be just as big or not bigger than those that came behind me. I know that sounds arrogant, but that's just a fact. That's just the truth of the matter. So, all right, everyone. Thank y'all so much. Anyone that want to give it or what have you, please do. If not, and see, that's another reason why I want to be able to. The larger the church, everybody it don't have to be a strain on the same people all the time. We can have some new people in here to spread it out. So when it ain't your time to give, somebody else will be giving. But yet it's still happening. It's still rolling. All right. God is get Brother Sam's information or what have you, or make sure that we email him. I don't Tuesday, Lord, Father in heaven, Jesus help. All right, y'all. I'm out.